Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking exactly how global enterprises are transforming their CMDB management. For decades, configuration management has felt a bit like, painting the Golden Gate Bridge. By the time you finally finish checking everything, it's already time to start completely over from the beginning. It's a painful, periodic chore. But we're currently seeing a massive shift toward a state of continuous AI-assisted governance. If you've ever dealt with configuration management at scale, you know these headaches intimately. So let's jump right in and see how to fix them. Section 1. The periodic governance trend. Let's be real about the reality of a global enterprise today. We aren't just talking about a single server room down the hall anymore. We're talking about thousands of applications, vast decentralized infrastructure components, and numerous cloud services spinning up and down across multiple business units simultaneously. It is a massive, sprawling, living digital ecosystem. Yet despite this high-speed, ever-changing complexity, CMDB governance often remains surprisingly periodic. It's treated almost like a seasonal yard cleanup, rather than a daily, essential operation that keeps the business running. So let's look at what that periodic cleanup actually looks like in practice. Teams get trapped in this grueling manual grind. Step 1, they run a massive audit to find the bad data, which honestly is an enormous undertaking in itself. Step 2, they spend weeks trying to untangle and manually fix broken relationships between assets. Step 3, they play detective, right? Hunting down and assigning missing owners who might have switched departments or left the company months ago. And finally, step 4, they manually close hundreds, sometimes thousands of individual exceptions. It is exhausting, soul-crushing work that completely drains your most expensive and talented IT resources.
Section 2, a broken operating model.
Because almost instantly after you finish that massive audit, the real world happens. Major cloud migrations shift entire architectures overnight. Rapid DevOps teams push new releases to production multiple times a day. The company acquires a new startup and has to integrate their tech stack. And everyday infrastructure changes just happen around the clock. Imagine a developer spinning up a new AWS instance that isn't mapped to a specific business service. Instantly, a blind spot is created. All of these continuous, high-velocity actions introduce brand new gaps, essentially invalidating that manual cleanup you literally just spent weeks finishing. Which brings us to a harsh but entirely liberating realization. The problem is not the cleanup effort itself. It is the operating model. Your team's hard work isn't the issue here at all. They're doing their absolute best with the tools they have. But an outdated, reactive, periodic operating model is fundamentally broken. It simply cannot, and frankly will never, keep pace with the speed of modern enterprise IT. Section 3. Continuous AI-assisted governance. Instead of those blind manual audits, a continuous cycle brings in artificial intelligence to do the heavy lifting. First, it automatically detects missing relationships and what we call orphan CIs, those configuration items just floating out there with no owner or connection to an active service. It also flags CSDM gaps, ensuring your data correctly aligns with the Common Service Data Model framework. But it actually goes way further than just finding errors. The AI explicitly explains why each issue matters operationally, and crucially, it prioritizes remediation based on actual service impact and risk. You aren't just fixing things blindly anymore. You're fixing the specific vulnerabilities that actually threaten your critical business services first. Let's follow this cycle to the next phase. Once issues are prioritized, the system recommends corrective actions that perfectly align with your data models. But it doesn't just run wild in your systems. For sensitive, mission-critical items, it smartly routes changes for human approval, keeping your human experts firmly in the driver's seat. This human-in-the-loop capability is absolutely vital. Then, for routine issues, it automatically applies policy-approved fixes with complete auditable traceability. Finally, it continuously monitors whether your overall CMDB health is actually trending upward over time. It's a closed-loop, always-on system that continuously learns and adapts. Section 4. Empowering the CMDB team. This shift completely transforms the day-to-day reality for your workforce. In the old model, you have highly skilled, highly paid IT professionals acting essentially as data janitors, sweeping up basic data quality problems over and over again. It's definitely not what they were hired to do, and it absolutely leads to massive burnout. But with AI handling the routine cleanup, your specialists are suddenly unleashed. They're empowered to focus their expertise where it truly matters, managing complex, high-risk exceptions, defining broader governance policies, and driving real service accountability across the enterprise. It's far better for organizational security, and frankly, it's vastly better for employee retention. Section 5. The Foundation for Enterprise AI. A continuously governed CMDB is far more than just a tidy database. It becomes the dependable bedrock required for advanced operations. It powers highly accurate service mapping. It enables precise change risk analysis so you don't accidentally take down a crucial system. And it radically accelerates incident investigation. But perhaps most importantly, it is the fundamental prerequisite for true enterprise AI. There's a simple truth here. Borrowing from the classic garbage in, garbage out concept, you simply cannot build reliable, automated AI tools on top of broken, outdated data. A continuous CMDB is the foundation that makes enterprise AI truly possible. Which brings us to a non-negotiable truth about modern IT operations. Every single day, your leadership makes critical business decisions based on service data. Because of that, governing your CMDB simply cannot remain a quarterly, backward-looking exercise. The stakes are just way too high. You can't rely on a map that was accurate 3 months ago to navigate a maze that changes every single hour. Governance must become continuous to match the incredible speed of the business. I want to leave you with a final, provocative thought to consider about your own organization. Is your CMDB being governed at the speed your environment is actually changing? If your infrastructure evolves by the minute, but your governance happens by the quarter, you are operating in a massive invisible risk gap. It's time to stop the periodic cleanups and rethink the operating model entirely. Thank you for joining me for this explainer. I hope this gives you a clear, structured framework for moving your enterprise toward continuous, AI-assisted governance.